So let me tell you what's really important about ferns, not just that they're pretty. We have all picked a good planet to live on. Earth is in the Goldilocks zone, where water is wet, not steamy like Venus, not frozen like Mars. And there's a lot of water, 71% of the Earth's surface, a bit more every day. Water is significant because its two hydrogen atoms stick out on the same side of the oxygen atom, H2O. So the molecule has negative charge on one side and positive charge on the other, which lets it pull a lot of other molecules apart and dissolves them. And so all sorts of elements get a chance to interact in liquid water. We also have a lot of land that we can run around on or sink our roots into. The land surface has on average a much higher concentration of life than the ocean, maybe 1,000 times as much. The Earth is so large that it has enough gravity to hold us down. We don't just float around, but it also holds our atmosphere in place. That's very important. Look what happened to Mars. The Earth has a molten iron core that is spinning, that creates a magnetic field that is able to divert the solar wind to the north and south poles. We get aurora instead of excessive ionizing radiation, which would be very dangerous. We have a large moon in circular orbit. Yes, it gives us tides, but it also holds the spinning Earth in a stable orientation, limiting its precession. So the seasons we have are very stable over long periods. Ecological habitats can develop and persist without polar ice caps meandering across the Earth's surface and wiping them out. It's good to have the ice caps stay at the poles where they're supposed to be. Earth is protected from frequent collisions with comets and such by the large planets farther out, Jupiter and others, which sweep away the comets from orbits that intersect our own. Doesn't always work, but very often. And our solar system is located in a fairly quiet neighborhood on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy, without the dangerous collisions of stars and the radiation at the galaxy's core. 8 important advantages. It's a good place to live. And yet, life on Earth has suffered at least 5 mass extinction events, maybe more, when a majority of Earth's species disappeared forever. The universe is a dangerous place. Collisions with comets or whatever, extreme volcanic activity, it's been rough. In the last extinction event, 66 million years ago, when the dinosaurs finished dying out, North America was particularly hard hit. Flowering plants disappeared from the continent. Too much fire and sulfuric acid rain and darkness for too long. Pollen abruptly disappeared from the geological record. The layers of mud that are deposited. But soon there was a fern spike where fern spores replaced the pollen. I mean, there were always some there, but at a low level. Fern spores, lighter than seeds, that can be carried across oceans by the jet stream. Spores so invisible that the last starving birds and rodents couldn't eat them, couldn't see them. Ferns repopulated the world, rebuilt an ecosystem, created an environment where flowering plants and animals could slowly recover. There was a fern spike also after the previous extinction event 200 million years ago, and smaller such spikes after local extinction events, such as Krakatoa or Mount St. Helens. We are currently experiencing another mass extinction event. Species are disappearing at hundreds of times the normal rate. The world has lost about half of birds, land animals, and ocean life over the last 40 years. Pollution, destruction of habitat, introduction of invasive species, ocean acidification, and now global warming. At this rate, Earth may need ferns once again to recover from a mass extinction. That's what I think is most important about ferns.